Let's fucking go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
What the
Ooh,
fuck?
probably hearing me. Hopefully it's good.
We
Okay.
got an echo.
Sorry about that. It's because I usually, for those of you who are webcasters or streamers, I don't know if you ever have it where you like listen to yourself talk so that you can make sure that the audio levels are good. But I have that set up and it was coming through to you all. So apologies.
I go purely off the bar.
You go only off the bar?
That's I know. When I was recording
I don't
the video
trust the bar,
yesterday,
man. I can't trust the bar. But of course, welcome to our glorious Ashes of Creation August development update. It has been a month for us.
Oh
Let
my
me tell
goodness.
you.
My goodness. I'm ready for this month to be over.
Same. I'm ready for a little Labor Day weekend. I think our whole entire team has been working very, very hard all this month. And obviously moving forward. I mean, and we have been in the past too, but like we had mentioned before, we've been putting in a lot of extra effort as we move towards Alpha 2. So it has been a lot on all of us. But we are excited. We hope
I'm excited.
Had a great month and that you're excited for today's update. As you can see below, we have our agenda. We'll be doing some quick reminders and then getting into Citadel of the Steelbloom and our Firebrand preview.
And boy, oh boy, was that a lot of fun. We had this, you guys are going to see some
I'm looking
gameplay
forward to it.
today that I think is some peak Ashes of Creation gameplay with that raid boss, with the event, with the Citadel of Steelbloom. And we had a blast with 40 of our PI testers helping us take this boss down. I think you guys are going to enjoy this video. I can't wait to get to it. I want to get to it now.
Well, it won't take too long.
Okay.
And then we'll do our studio update and then Q&A. So we'll keep things, it's going to be a little bit, less intense. You don't have to buckle in like our previous ones where they're like 3 hours long. This one will be kind of more along the normal time frame for you all this time. But first and foremost, we do have our YouTube spotlight. So we want, as you know, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure that you have your subscription public, it's kind of like a weird process. And you leave a comment on our development update live stream video, not the other ones that we put out. You may be selected. And so for this one, and our last Bard live development live stream showcase, they left this comment. And this is Nick Knock Clock.
The Nick Knock
Love the
Clock.
Bard class. It does really make me curious about the subclass / archetype system. How much will a subclass affect the mechanic of your abilities versus the visual and audio flavor?
This answers a lot of questions.
It's a bit of
if he answers
there,
it
right? Because some of the ideas that we have with regards to augmentation is that they could be kind of very rudimentary mechanics that get adjusted, such as like damage values, cooldowns, mana costs, distance and range, some targeting changes. But they could also be very fundamental changes, which would include visuals and audios and flavor for a particular ability. And we've given some examples in the past about augments. We're not quite at the augment stage yet, right? We're still fleshing out the remainder of the classes, being Rogue and Summoner, that are remaining for Alpha 2. We talked about that earlier when we laid out the roadmap for the A2 testing. And once we get into kind of playing around with these augments, we're going to be taking a lot of feedback from the community. But the idea is that some of these augments will radically and fundamentally change an ability, and that could include all of those things listed.
I need an update on that. Man, I want to finish my roleplay character.
I think
Yeah.
anybody who's
and we even see now, like on the customization front, like people who played, we had a 5-day test that was under NDA over the course of last Friday until Wednesday, where we invited a little over 6,000 Alpha 1 testers into this pre-A2 testing to participate. And a lot of the feedback we've been seeing is that people are really enjoying the level of customization between the weapon skill tree, the archetype skill tree, the itemization that's available. Like there's a lot of different levers that people get to pull. And especially for a PvX game where you're going up against potentially other players, or in our adaptive world setting where the NPC population changes consistently, like that customization really matters because the threat is constantly changing.
And not just in the gameplay, but also in the way that we're handling UI and keybinds and stuff like that. We're going to try to allow you guys to do a lot of the customization that you want. So
Absolutely.
No mods here. We're going to try to support as much as we can. I think for us as gamers too, like that's the stuff we want, and it should be built in and properly supported instead of having to be kind of jank and implemented through some other third party.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Our next thing here is just reminding folks that we did announce that we are launching Alpha 2 October 25th. So we would love for you all to
A few
join
people's
us.
hearts stopped when you said August.
I know.
Like, wait a minute, what?
I was reading something. I was seeing the word August, and then I was like, wait, October 25th is when we are launching Alpha 2. So we'd love for all of our Alpha 2 users to prepare and get ready. We will be emailing you prior to that whenever we have all the
Absolutely.
information on how to download, how to get access. We'll have some forums and places where you can provide feedback and things. Even though it will not be under NDA, we will be providing you ways that you can communicate with us and to ensure that like we're getting feedback from all places. Whether you are specifically an Alpha 2 user, you can use those places, or if you are kind of publicly watching things, you're also allowed to give us feedback. We'll be taking feedback from all the places. But
yeah, and I just want to mention as well with regards to the A2 bundle sales. We had an AMA where we talked a little bit about obviously Alpha 2, the roadmap and everything. And I watched a lot of the feedback from Kira, from Asmongold, from the community, right? We all did here at the studio. We responded to that. I did make a post on Reddit. There was an FAQ that was released.
Immediately, like within like 24 hours, we were getting in there.
And it's super important to us that we make sure our relationship with our community, with our fans, with the players who are looking forward to Ashes of Creation, understand that what we do is going to be reactive in a way to the feedback that we get from the community. And we got a lot of feedback there, and we did make adjustments. We added some, value proposition to the packs. But more importantly, I think one of the important things to remember is that, while we have a lot of testers for Alpha 2, and while we want more testers for Alpha 2, there are significant costs that go along with standing up Alpha 2 for potentially over a year, for at least a year, that Alpha 2 is going to exist. And those costs are things like server costs, like content delivery networks, live ops, DevOps, right? We could keep it as small as our internal QA teams, our external QA teams, and the existing the existing Alpha 2 testers. But we have a lot of people in the community who wanted to also participate in the testing that didn't know about Ashes of Creation before then. And so if we're going to expand that testing group, we also need to expand all of those services, all of those functions that go about bringing this Alpha 2 to players.
And so that's added something additional.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure, 100%.
Kind of like the preface to it, I think a lot of people are like, well, you said that you're fully funding us yourself. And yes, while we are fully funding ourselves, I think that there's also an element of support, right? Every bit helps. While I'm sure Steven doesn't want to spend more money on his own. So like the support does help. It is supporting us in a way. And I think like people wanted to hear us say that vocally. And yes, 100% that is the case. All of our early Kickstarter backers, all of our pre-order pack owners, if you are somebody who's buying a Wave pack, or a Wave bundle, you are also being somebody that is supporting our development along the path. And that is going
I saw a lot of commentary out there, and it hurts my heart a little bit to read some of those things, but it's the internet. It comes with the territory. That's cool. It is what it is. But the reality of it is,
it's hard when you care a lot. And I think
know.
All of us here,
I'm typing in chat. I could be talking, but I like typing in the chat so they can see.
Sometimes you read the commentary and it's not super cool.
What I want.
I understand it, right? It's from a particular perspective.
But in this case, there's actions we can take, right? And I think that for us, whenever you give us feedback or thoughts or commentary, and there are ways for us to engage or interact, or whether it's 100%. Sometimes it won't be that we are going to do what you're asking. Sometimes we have to just explain like, hey, we're doing this way because of X, Y, and Z. In other cases, it will be like, yeah, that was fantastic feedback. Here's how we're going to adjust things and make things better and move forward, right? But we want to make sure that you guys are aware that we will always have open communication. We will always be taking that feedback and adjusting things as we move forward.
100%.
Yeah.
Let's get into...
I think I just have one more thing, if I can.
One more thing.
The next thing is that we do have a dev discussion up. It is called Storytelling with Archetypes. We would love for you to head on over to there and provide us some feedback. The question that we're looking for is, how would you like to see character archetypes like the Bard be integrated into Ashes of Creation lore and storytelling to enrich the world building? So for all of you little lore junkies out there, which I know there are a lot of you,
so many lore junkies,
let us know how you would like us to integrate archetypes into the story paths or into individual story paths that you think would be fun to play through. I've definitely had some amazing like quest lines that I've done in other games before that I will never forget. So we'd love to hear what you guys think on that front. And with that,
Yes.
Stephen, we may move
All
forward.
right. So are we premiering this on YouTube as well?
We will be, yes.
All right, cool. So as always, guys, I'm going to give you a real quick preface. Everything is still a work in progress. However, I think that for those of you who have been watching our updates over the course of the last several months, you are likely going to see the quality and the polish of the game that has continually been progressing over those courses of months. In my opinion, we had a lot of fun, obviously, recording this yesterday with our testers. I think it looks great. I think it plays great, but we do this for your guys' feedback. So what are we looking for in particular when we talk about today's showcase? We're talking about combat, group combat, raid boss fighting. We're talking about point of interest. We're talking about events. These are all things that we want to get your guys' feedback on. So please, as you're watching this, take into consideration what you're seeing. Provide us that feedback on social media, on our forums, on our Discord, on the YouTube. And if you're going to watch it on YouTube, please stick around on Twitch and provide us the commentary, because our community team does watch the Twitch chat. We do collect the comments that come in and we review that with the team. But otherwise, everything is a work in progress. I hope you guys enjoy the show. It was a lot of fun to record.
And when
we'll
Stephen asked me a question, I was answering him, but my mic was muted in 2 different places, and I was
wondering where you were.
I was
like, what's
answering
happening?
you, and
I know.
you were like, I was like, oh, he can't hear me. So I wasn't trying to ignore him. But we will see you on the flip side.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another day.
Oh, that's
Vera,
beautiful.
And we have an exciting showcase for you today.
Look
We
at
are
the
gonna be
effects on that
getting,
shield.
For the first time ever,
The
a
fire
look
flickering over
inside
there.
The Citadel of Steelbloom.
The shield's like got
glorious
moving
points of
fire
interest
in
the
its
Riverlands area.
design. It's pretty
And I
cool.
am joined by a group of amazing designers and a wild producer. I have joining us today Jindrak.
That lighting does
Jeremy,
look great.
Our senior world designer. Jeremy, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very good. Very excited. Very excited to see what you guys on the world team have been cooking up. I know that obviously players have been loving kind of seeing the different points of interest through the world. I know our testers have been, and this is quite an impressive area, the Citadel of Steelbloom. And I know it has a lot of history to it in the world lore.
Yeah, the Citadel of the Steelbloom was the home of the Order of the Steelbloom prior to the Exodus and Apocalypse that happened. So this was the area that for the Steelbloom to call home. They were a special.
It looks
unit
very
formed
clean.
by the Aelin Queen, who she believed in the portents and the omens beforehand. So, Lore Forge, get your notes out. There's gonna be a dump here for you, Cash and Sunny and JB.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love
that
it.
shield does look awesome.
And I know
Yeah,
that we're going to be capping this off at the end here with a little bit of a raid boss showcase as well that Chong and Trad have been working on with Chong and Trad, more of our design team here. Chong, Trad, how you guys doing?
Good. It was all Chong, by the way.
Chong.
Yeah. Really glad to be here. And I also believe this is probably the first time I appear in the recording.
Yes,
Yeah.
welcome. Very excited to have you, and excited for everyone to see kind of the hard work that you put into this dragon. I know it's gone through a lot of iterations, and it is feeling pretty good. I'm excited to have the community give an opportunity to give you a little bit of feedback, and see what these raids are all about. Also joining us, of course, we have one of our glorious world level designers, Ben, who's going to be tanking for us today. Ben, how you doing, buddy?
That's me, doing well. Yeah, I'm excited to see what y'all think of the Citadel of Steelbloom. We'll be seeing a piece of it here, hopefully a little bit more later.
I love it. And playing
Ben
through
was
this.
the level designer on this and did all of the design and layout of it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, playing through this this space is fun, and I think players are gonna really enjoy some of the complexities of the interior space.
That armor is sick.
Also joining us, we have Tony, the narrative designer here, responsible for the event that we're going to be going through. Tony, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to get into this place. It's one of my favorite locations.
Yes, it is. Jason, one of our NPC designers, how you doing?
Doing good.
Now these are some crazy NPCs in here. They're kind of.
I'm just wondering, is that a cleric?
beefy
What kind
boys.
of, is that a fighter?
Oh yeah, they hit really hard, and it's gonna be hard to keep you alive.
We have, of course, our master of the bard, Bucky, playing on the bard. How you doing, Bucky?
Good. Ready to showcase the bard's power in a full group environment.
Yes. And of course, a gaggle of designers would be very, very dangerous if not for our glorious senior producer, Gunther. Gunther, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good. Excited to be here. Excited to be a liability.
Gunther, I love your character name, Living Skill Issue.
It's what I am, buddy.
Well, okay, so Jeremy, you were touching a little bit on this space, but before we even get into the Citadel of Steelbloom, I notice out here there is this space that is just ridden with like nastiness. Talk to us a little bit about this area out here.
Okay, so this area is called the Harrower's March. So this was an area, the Harrower was one of the ancients' lead slaughterers. He led a group of marauders through this area during the Exodus and the Apocalypse. So after the events at Carfin, he was directed
Man, it
to
does
this
look good.
area.
I ain't gonna
And
lie.
This is where they slaughtered a bunch of the Steelbloom as the Steelbloom was trying to protect their citadel and what was locked within. So this is the
What is
remnants of
locked
that.
within?
It still hasn't really recovered. Kind of has a pall to it.
Yeah, it's got some nastiness too. I noticed there's like some bones and stuff. I don't think Environment's quite done with this space just yet. I saw some of the concepts and they look a bit gruesome. We talked a little bit in the AMA, or not the AMA, I think it was a last month's stream. Some people were asking if there was an update on the on the rating that's intended for Ashes of Creation, and it will be mature. And part of that you're starting to see get riddled throughout here, not just in the narrative design and dialogue, but also just in the setting, right? Having this kind of more morbid, grotesque-looking spaces.
Yep. And this area was Ben's idea, so if Ben wants to add a little to it.
Yeah, got to keep it grisly. We knew we were going to head for a little bit more of a mature rating, and this is one of the opportunities we've got to bring that full force to bear. So might not be for the faint of heart. Looking forward to seeing what our environment artist can do with it.
I love it. So this space up here right now, I see that on the map there is a event going on here now. Obviously, we've shown in the past, when events can occur, they swap out populations, right? This
Bring
is all
on
part
the
of our
dancing
dynamic
girls.
world. Those events are responding to something that the players are doing or something that's happening in the world. Talk to me a little bit about the event we're going to experience here, Jeremy.
This event, we're kind of taking place quite a few quests into a story arc that is dealing with the people who are residing in the Steelbloom right now, the Citadel of Steelbloom right now, which is the Forsaken Blades, which is a military unit off of the Kalar who defected, mutinied, left, and went on their own, and they took over this location. And they've been dealing with cultists to kind of increase their power. If Tony wants to go more into what our current setup is right now, before going in.
Sure. Well, what we're dealing with here is it's always a dangerous place with the Forsaken Blades, basing their out of this impregnable grand fortress. But since the story arc we're in is reaching its tail end, it's created a narrative climate that is going to allow this ragtag band of adventurers such as ourselves an opportunity to complete our quest for some rumored relic called the Orb of Ultimate Essence.
Ooh, that sounds exciting.
We're into a part
The
where
Orb of Ultimate
cultists and the
Essence.
Forsaken Blades have made a deal that now the Forsaken Blades have gotten this fire empowerment, so they are now stronger and they're answering to the cultists now. So they gave up some of their freedom and autonomy while working with the cultists for this increased power. So now during the story of the quest, we've gotten word that they're trying to attempt to break into the vault now using some kind of relic, and we're in our quest to prevent that from happening because we know if they get in, that could be really bad.
And I see a lot of these NPCs up ahead are kind of flame ridden a bit. Is that reminiscent of the relic that they have acquired?
Yeah, that's part of the empowerment they got from the relic that they've been manipulating.
Nice, love it, love it. All right, cool. Well, maybe we should see what we can get up to in here. You wanna who's Usul? You're a tank, right?
It's me.
All right, you look stout and steadfast.
That shield is
Digging it.
fucking awesome.
Always ready.
All right, well, I think Bucky, you're gonna be marking for us, and now, guys, these are elite mobs, right? These are 2 stars and a mixture of some 3 stars as well. We talked a little bit about the elite system in the past. This is going to be difficult, so if a few of us die, that's to be expected, but hopefully that's not going to be the case. What do you think, Ben? How are you going to start with this? How are we going to pull?
We're going to do this classic body pull style, so I think we've got somebody marking high threat enemies here. That arsonist, no joke. We're going to try and get him first. I'm going to move up here on the left side.
All right, let's do it. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh no. Oh, I'm playing healer, by the way. So if you die, it's not my fault.
Got the classic start, pulled the whole encounter.
Yeah, you know. I'll go try and stun this guy.
Alright, Jindrak's getting punked a little bit here.
It's the life of the fighter. Take some, deal some.
Taking it. Okay, this isn't too bad.
Watch out for the fire.
Oh yeah, these guys, so what is that
I'm on
ability? They have some ability that kind of drops a fire zone. Jason,
Yeah,
That flame elemental.
I see the fire on the ground. It's very subtle. Okay.
We got a ranger in the back. Ranger in the back. Kind
Oh
of
my god, I'm
snuck
failing
over.
on my duties already.
Yeah, she came to the back.
Help me.
Hurts. Trying. I'm trying.
We're doing pretty good here. This isn't bad. Not too bad.
Too bad.
I love the interior of this.
Oh yeah, Brandon and the whole environment team did a great job with this.
Brandon was the artist on it and did an amazing job on all that.
There we go. Pull some of these guys.
Oh.
These raiders have got a couple moves that hit hard, so I take them in easily digestible groups.
Very nice.
He's got a lot of health too.
There they go.
They have a pretty strong alpha strike there.
Yeah.
If you
That-
pull too many of
that
these,
overhead's
that'd be a
pretty brutal.
problem. Yeah.
We would never.
When have we ever pulled too many?
So Jeremy, as the different events kind of spawn for this space, there's a lot of different compositions that are possible based off of, you know, what narrative is happening within the different POIs.
So there's a lot of dynamic systems we're using here. So with the 2 stars and the story arc is we have normal pop in here, which would be the Forsaken Blades, which are 1 star. But because of the story arc, we've been able to transform those mobs now into the 2-star flame versions. So we are in a different, using the term phase, but this is a different setup for this Citadel because of the story arc that's occurring right now.
I love this view. This looks amazing. Wow. And so this is like a giant rose kind of in the center of the Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
And the stained glass.
Inspired by
windows.
I have to call out the stained glass. I think I'm contractually obligated to do so.
Oh, it looks so good. It looks so
That looks
good.
great.
Yeah, Ben had definite inspirations for this.
Nice.
A lot of biomimicry in our own world, but for this, like maybe some more symmetry than we're used to seeing in a lot of these locations. Because why is the Citadel as pristine as it is? Who knows?
Yeah, the Citadel is more intact than a lot of ruins. Why is that? Built to last? You know, the Steelbloom was the Queen's special unit, so that she, knowing that things were going to get bad, she had a special unit. They were always her bodyguards, but also they did special missions for her. Things that the military weren't so aware of. So.
So, this event right now, what is it about? What is it that we're trying to kind of accomplish here in this first stage? And obviously these events occur in stages, as we've talked about in the past. But for this particular stage, it looks like it says we're trying to fight our way into the Rosefall Plaza.
So the Rosefall Plaza is before us. In the mission, we've learned leading up to this that this ritual is going to occur, but the only way to stop it is to summon the Lady of the Rose, who was the commander, the last commander of the Order of the Steelbloom. So we've done things to make it possible that we can summon her spirit to then prevent this ritual from occurring. So we've got to get to her spot where she died in the Exodus and then revive her or recall her spirit to help us.
Okay. I think I might have found that spot.
Yep.
There's like some weird ethereal goo coming out of the ground here.
So the Lady of the Rose is the official title of the leader of the Steelbloom.
That's cool. How was the Order of the Rose established? What was their charter?
The first Lady of the Rose was a warrior, a strong warrior, and the Queen picked her to form an order for her to act as her bodyguards, but also to do these special missions that she believed of the omens that were coming when other
Look
people
at that tree. How the roots are tangled around. It looks just great.
Or doubted them. So the order had been around for 20, 30 years before the Exodus.
Oh my god.
The event's starting.
Oh my god. I think I
Run for your lives!
Oh, they didn't pull though.
So we're
My bad.
we started the summoning, and the thralls are responding to us trying to summon her.
The spicy pull. Here we go.
I did not know that was going to pull a bunch of bombs. My bad. Hey, we're handling it well though.
Yes.
Give this one to the god tier healing.
Very nice. Look at this.
We gotta keep these guys from not summoning her. We gotta prevent their attack.
Oh, so they're trying to summon her.
They're trying to prevent her from coming. Us summoning her has kind of riled them up, and they're being attracted to the summon to prevent it.
Oh, Ranger, and Arsonist in the back.
Hey, we're doing pretty good here.
Not doing
Running.
that bad. So as we defeat them, it's
Get that Ranger
killing
off
the
you.
objective at the top.
The Arsonist, on the other hand, does not want to obey.
Okay. Oh, we've got some more. Where are these guys coming
Does the
from?
dwarf have a beard? That's what
They're
my
gonna
question.
Keep coming until she comes, or they should shut it down.
So this is kind of like a wave event.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Usul, you're taking
Oh,
some
Arthas on
damage,
the right.
buddy.
Yeah, the Arsonists do a lot of AoE flame damage that is definitely hooking me a little bit.
Okay, I got heals for you. Mana seems to be going okay. Jindrak's taking some damage.
Gotta get out of the fire.
That Arsonist over here.
Nice. Bucky, you're doing a great job with that, with the bard, buddy.
Yeah, the shielding dance.
Yeah, that shielding dance is awesome.
Alright. She comes.
Did it.
Oh, look! It's the lady herself!
There she goes.
I'm on fire though.
Fear not. She's here to save us.
Oh, where's she going? What is she doing?
He's going toward where the.
You had to go up the stairs.
Okay. We're just supposed to be escorting her? What does it say here?
Yep, we got the cultists up here trying to
Stop
do
the
something
essence
with...
ritual.
Okay, she's gonna channel to shut it down.
Oh, she's channeling.
She's gonna attempt to spell break the ritual curse.
Okay.
We've got an
whoa,
ancient.
What is this guy? He
He's
who
gonna
beguiles.
He's gonna try to stop her.
Oh, he's
we got
channeling
ads coming in.
against her.
Oh, we gotta protect her. They're coming to. We gotta protect her while she's.
Arson's coming in
Channel.
the back.
Raid on her.
Yeah, keep her healthy.
Oh, we can heal her.
Arsonist.
Oh, okay, my harpoon got interrupted.
Don't let her burn.
Okay. Sorry, I'm loot goblining right now. Party seems to be going okay.
Never changes.
So we're defending her while she's channeling. What is this stage? Let's see here. Oh,
This is incredibly crisp and clear. It looks fabulous.
From the sides.
This whole scene just looks awesome. It looks great.
Arsonist coming from the left.
Get him away from her. Oh, that was a sick combo.
Another one in front. Oh, and another one. 3 arsonists now.
And when arsonist heavy.
Here comes the fire damage.
Watch your feet. Don't stand in the fire.
Hotfoot.
Okay, it's good. We're keeping that fire kind of over in the corner there.
Cleric's manas are looking pretty
Manas
good.
are starting to, yeah, mana's doing okay.
Elemental. Ooh, that hit hard.
Yeah, those elementals can get
That's pretty fucking cool.
spicy.
Ranger over here. Now I'm standing in the fire.
This is a good fire. Don't worry about it.
Ooh.
Whoa.
See, the
That's
bard's
not a good fire, though.
The bard fire confuses
Ice
me.
fire.
trolley bard. Doing pretty good halfway. She's got a little damage on her.
Oh,
Elemental
heal
from
her,
the right.
let me
Heal her up.
there.
Get him away. Good job. Good job, tank.
Leave those flame patches on the ground whenever they do the charge, and I
Yep.
don't want that to get left under.
Another flame elemental from the left.
Ooh, that's a lot of flames.
That is a lot of
I love that
flames.
circle. Just run to it like a moth to the flame.
Usul, you got almost 6,000 hit points. Holy smokes.
Beefed up.
You are beefy.
He's in full defense mode.
Chon's
the
XP
grits.
just keeps going down and up again.
I have an elemental on me.
I got you.
Oh,
I
crap.
got you.
Thank you.
What happened?
No, we're good.
Oh, I see you there. I got you too. I got you. You're good. Okay.
They're still locked in their channeling
Yep.
combat.
Oh,
Are they still channeling?
The ancient and the lady are.
It's almost
Usul,
over.
Usul, I got
in
you.
battle.
I healed. I'm dipping. I'm diving.
The lady is getting damaged.
Ooh, there's a lot of fire on the ground. You need to just kind of stay out of these fires.
Burning.
I'm healing her.
Magical
Heal her.
fire. It's burning a ghost.
Okay, alright. It's happening.
Keep her healed.
The evil channeler here is an ancient.
in the back.
Watch out.
Oh no, Usul. Oh my god,
A lot of heat.
DGWP!
No.
No, I can heal myself. I have life drain.
Nice.
It's got blood infusion.
I will heal myself. I don't need you. That was good.
I'm just really worried about the crits.
I know, those crits are brutal.
We're nearly there.
How much
That
longer?
overhead.
She needs to hurry up.
It's close.
Got it. We're there.
She's taking her sweet ass time.
Hey.
Oh, we
Yes.
did it. Event succeeded.
Okay, Steven, let's get this egg. Let's get out of here.
Oh, there's an
Turn this
egg?
relic. Yep, grab
Is-
that. Let's
is
get
that the
orb.
relic?
That's the relic they were using.
Objective completed. Later to stop the essence ritual.
Oh,
Oh,
I retrieved it. I did retrieve the orb.
they were using
That's
was a
right.
relic.
Oh, the orb of ultimate essence.
Get out of here.
A
That's
dragon
egg.
approaches.
Oh, Firebrand's coming.
Wait, Firebrand? Oh, that's the dragon.
That's the dragon. We've got his egg. We gotta go.
Is he upset about that or something? Or did we just give it to him nicely? Like, is he an
You can
intelligent
try.
dragon? Can we talk to him?
How about you go talk to him?
oh god.
I'm not going
There
to.
he is.
Where? I don't see him. Oh! Oh.
Sit down.
Okay,
I'll try my
okay.
hardest,
Okay,
but
wait.
I don't think I could tank that by myself.
We definitely need some friends if we're gonna.
And that is
actually beat
Firebrand.
This guy. This is a full-fledged raid boss.
Full-fledged
Steven, I'd
raid
say
boss.
This is your lucky day.
My God,
to the east.
Trad! Do I need to look to the east on the third day?
I think the 5th, but
Or
close
fifth?
enough.
One of these days.
God, there's an army over there.
So we have
Oh,
a
there
cavalry
is an
coming in.
army. We need to go inspect the troops. Who do we have over here? Volunteer
Look
testers?
to the east on the 5th morning at
What
sunrise.
is going on? In perfect formation. Yes.
Yeah.
We will destroy.
What a
coincidence. Might we get a raid invite?
Should we drop group? This group?
Do we have Margaret in here too?
Yeah,
Margaret,
you gotta drop
are you with us, Margaret? The world's best healer?
Sheesh.
Setting expectations.
Where is Margaret? Margaret, join us. Oh, Margaret.
All right. Well, we shall drop group, right? To get invited to the raid.
Yeah, mine.
I invited you to
Yeah.
raid.
Yes, there she is. Welcome. Margaret has brought us friends.
Many friends.
Oh, so we're supposed to lead. I'm gonna join the raid. All right, I'm waiting for invite. Standing by.
Oh, you guys formed such an epic formation here.
Bum, bum,
Yeah.
bum. We
We're
messed
ready,
it up,
we're-
kind of, didn't we?
Like clients and stuff.
Lead them to the slaughter.
All right, look at that. We've got a full-on raid here. Okay, so we have a raid of 40 people for this guy. I see living skill issue.
I'm just chilling out watching the stream here.
Right.
Yeah. And
Nice, very nice.
How you doing, Dez?
You have one more person?
Do we have one more?
yeah, my client Claire.
Oh, we're waiting. Okay, we'll wait for you to come back. Okay,
Yep.
so Chong, Trat, talk to us a little bit about this big boy, because we have seen dragons in the past, but I think you guys have done a little bit of work in kind of authoring the intent at a high level for, you know, these types of world bosses. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So players definitely going to fight this boss as the like end game boss for A2.
Nice.
So I wonder if that's a
Dragon is gonna
20-man
drop
group.
Some messages in the game.
Are they gonna have 25 people
like,
doing
they're
this? Let's see.
way more powerful
1,
than
2,
the tiers
3,
we
4,
are having
5, 6,
right now.
7,
So
8.
that's
1, 2,
pretty
3.
excited to get on.
Oh, they're
So about
damn
the
near
boss
40.
mechanics. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just
Oh.
gonna say, so the gear obviously is
At least
is gonna be an
32,
important part
31.
of the testing, and raid bosses are one of the ways that you can get those best in slot gears. Obviously, in addition to crafting, because as we all know, crafters make the best shit. But you can find some of the materials to make that stuff from these bosses as well.
Yeah, about boss mechanics, I won't spoil specific details because player definitely gonna try to fight it and learn it in A2. But I would say there are two major goals. The first goal is that the dragon would have something that players are expected, but something that players don't expect at all. Because like this is a dragon, so this is something we really familiar with. But so it has to have something that you typically see a dragon should do, like some tail swipe, some claw attack, some breath attacks, etc. But on the other hand, from mechanic wise, we can definitely make a good fight with only these kind of concepts, but it will always be kind of a little bit disappointing and feel too generic if all the dragon is doing is within your expectation. So the dragon definitely have some more special mechanics that you don't typically see in other dragon fight, and players need to just learn and do counterplay to them.
Love it.
Yeah.
And this guy is he is going to be level what, 25? Is it for A2?
He looks a lot more than level
yes, I think
25.
so.
Holy
Very
shit!
nice. Very cool. Well, we have Jindrak is back.
Yeah.
Let's get him in raid, and then I think do we have a tank for this guy? I think Brian, you're going to be tanking this dude.
Yep.
Welcome, Brian.
Heretofore passed the mantle.
The mantle has thus been passed
Well done, Ben.
from one dwarf to another. Why are both of our tanks dwarves?
Naturally
They
sturdy.
make the best tanks.
And only our tanks.
Brian, how do you want to do this? How do you want to engage this dude? Should we move over to the entrance here with the raid?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Let's Leroy this guy. Now, Brian, have you had a lot of practice with this dude?
A little bit. We've been doing some testing on him. So yeah, we're gonna keep him in the middle of the field. Gotta keep him away from the walls and rocks and stuff. He's gonna be placing down. I don't want to spoil stuff, actually.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. Just basically general awareness that there might be some fire in or around the dragon, and when that fire is shown, try to avoid it. Oh, do you see his little tongue? He kind of stuck it out.
And remember, don't stand in the fire.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's getting a little.
Yeah, little tiny tongue. Look at it sticking
Keep
out.
grass.
Oh, he's an herbivore. Should we kill an herbivore?
Herbivore with teeth like that? Yeah.
Or did he find one of the skeletons and wanted to pick his teeth? Now,
No, Firebrand is a young adult red who's looking to make a name for himself among the dragons. So we got to be careful on this guy.
Now so young adult red, that's a good point, because dragons in Ashes of Creation, there are different types and there are different age groups. And this is one of the ways in Alpha 2 that you can spawn this dude. There are other ways that he can be spawned as well. And so it's all about the dynamic world and how things play out from player actions. Brian, by all means, sir, whenever you wish, you may engage.
All right, here we go. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
All right, they're gonna take on the dragon, who was minding his own damn business, by the way.
Oh my gosh, look at this dude.
Oh.
I seen a miss. Somebody's whiffing in there.
He's huge.
He is huge.
Oh.
Yeah. So healers, you can cleanse the
bombs.
burn if you see somebody
Get the
has
bomb.
burn.
Spread out. Spread out. Boom. Oh, he's right on top of his buddy.
I'm gonna move him out of.
Yep. Come back.
Medic. Someone's almost dead there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, watch out the breath.
Watch out, watch out. Coming back.
That breath attack is
again.
awesome. Oh my god. It looks so good.
We
Chance
lost the
did
cleric.
such a good job. Oh, let me raise him up. Let me raise you up.
Clark.
I'm bringing you up, Pocket. I got you.
No wall. Let's get the walls down.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, no.
get back.
Nope.
No
No,
wall.
thank
BBAOE.
Oh,
That looks fabulous.
Ow.
that's not good.
I got you, Pocket. Come back. Oh, God.
Yeah, so for its breath attack, it's gonna try to target a good pro player, so everybody should be patient about that.
I got you, Telu.
careful about.
I love the anims and the sound. Andrew did such a great job on this guy's sound.
And Meadow did the
Oh,
anim.
Andrew was working very hard on it. He did amazingly.
And Meadow did a great job on the anims. She is a very talented animator. It looks so good.
And Clark on the VFX.
Yes.
Really great job. It's the full package.
Takes a team to make a dragon.
Takes a team to kill it too.
Yeah.
Get that tail swipe. God, I love the cleric's instant heal ability. When I see a health just drop to nothing and I spam that, it's so good.
We have 3 down.
I'm just being goofy now.
Oh, no. Oh my gosh.
He's dead, almost
Yes, we're
dead.
down. Bergen, I'm on my way, buddy. I'm on my way, Bergen.
Got like no hit points
Where you
left.
are.
Breath.
Oh,
Whoa. Mana stance. I gotta switch to mana stance.
where is Bergen? Coming, Bergen.
I'm back again. It's coming back.
I'm rezzing you, Bergen. Oh my gosh.
Oh, we lost 2 more.
Brutal. That was pretty damn
Go
good.
again.
I think I might accidentally be, There we go. I got you, buddy. Daedalus, I'm trying to find you. Okay, you're up. Unknown, I got you, buddy. Got some heals on you. How we doing on
Oh,
this
back
guy?
up. Back up.
Careful the rings.
Ooh. Didn't make it in time.
You gotta time it. I'm just nearing half.
Some of you guys will notice that I may not be taking damage. That's just so that I can keep giving you good recordings. Okay?
Not cheating.
No, no, no.
In the spirit of the show.
That's right.
Alright, bro.
Oh!
I like how he does it a different direction. Like,
Yeah.
seems like it's random, right?
It's gonna be
You'll never
left.
know.
Yeah.
No, it's not random. It will try to breath through most the most
Oh,
players.
nice.
Smart.
He's down to half.
Clever dragon.
Remember, this was something that we talked about with the adaptive AI being able to kind of respond to large quantities of players. If you try to mass this guy down, he's going to be selecting AoEs in the direction of those hordes. I also love the fire embers that he kind of leaves on the ground when he does that jump.
Try to get him to the middle.
Yeah.
Clover, I'm on my way, buddy.
Oh, he's doing it again. Wrong way, dude.
Coming up.
Alright, he's on, Brian.
Good job, clerics.
Ooh, living skill, I got you, buddy.
Oh, that's lucky, just slide in.
Watch out for that tail.
Shields.
Oh,
that
we're
barge.
getting cooked. Oh,
Jesus.
I with my last slide.
Oh
man.
no, Bucky. And alluring. Wow, a few people went down with that one. Alluring, I got you. You're coming up.
Yeah, that's a dragon-sized trap on the ground. Yep.
I got you on heels. Luperza, I'm gonna res you. Where are you, Luperza?
He got 3 of us
Yeah,
with this one.
we need to do the minute thing again.
It's alright. Let him
I didn't go
get
down.
some stacks
I
on.
threw myself
Oh,
down.
he's bringing down.
Um,
He's bringing down
no
ads.
Oh, there's ads, huh? So what do we got?
All right, we got to kill the ads.
What
Kill
are
the
those?
ads.
Breath.
Oh, he just strafed a bunch of people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, watch the dragon even as you're killing ads.
Yeah. It's
Eyes
gonna
up,
do
eyes
breath.
up.
What are those ads called?
Trying to get some reds out.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Pocket, I'm raising you up.
There's so
Luperza, you're
many.
next. Oh, you're up, Luperza. Here you go, Pocket. No elf, you're coming up.
Oh no.
He's absorbing.
Get him down, get him down. Dang it. He got 11 stacks.
Oh no. 11 stacks. He's increasing damage output. He's enraged.
It's a soft and rage mechanic.
Oh man. No, don't let him jump on you. Don't let him
Let the
jump on you.
breath- Let the
Oh.
breath. Ooh.
I'm just trying to grit. I'm getting great cinematic angles of this guy.
Nice. Get the shot.
If you die, you died for the shot.
She'll get it for you of you in 4K. Your death.
Dank leaps. I'm getting you up, buddy. Oh my gosh! Oh my god, Lex, I got you!
Oh, I'm
I got you, Dread F.
Get me, Steven, behind you.
I don't know where you are.
There's a good. I'm getting it from somebody.
Okay.
Oh, Madasha coming through.
That's a
again.
pretty cool healing tree. Hmm.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna
Living
jump, he's
bronze.
gonna jump.
Watch out.
There he goes. Boom! This guy looks so good.
The pounces on me.
Field down.
Trying to get people back in the fight.
I got you, Bucky.
Off again.
He's so close. He's at 100,000. We're almost there. We need to focus him down.
out.
Oh god!
Oh, no.
Usul, I saw that.
I just ate it.
Here you go, buddy.
My God.
Oh, he's once more. Watch out.
We gotta focus him. We gotta focus him. Max DPS.
He's got those stacks on him. Hurts a lot more.
Sky Mason, you're coming up.
Oh, I see. He switches targets. He had to res somebody. Okay.
Oh,
Run.
get out of there. Get out of there.
Lost a couple more.
Labyrinth.
Ooh.
Ooh, oh.
Gosh.
Skeleton crew. We can do it.
He's at 60,000. Come on. Dread, I'm getting you up, buddy.
Burn him down.
Thank you.
Oh my god, we just lost 5 more people.
We got him.
I
So
believe.
close.
You're up, Dread.
Oh no, living bomb.
Here's some love, unknown.
Out.
Ooh, whoa. Look at some,
30K.
30K. Ow.
he's so close. He's so
He's
close.
raging. Get him. Let me see those lethal blows, fighters.
He's so close.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh, man.
Oh!
I think I shot him last.
We did it.
Alright, Tony gets the loot.
We did it.
Having a heart attack over here.
Cleric life, you know?
Oh, what do we got here? Okay.
Oh, fat loot.
Ooh, red dragon scale shield.
Need.
Ember blade.
Need.
Cinder
Need.
Singer.
Need.
And a corrupted plate
Got some-
breastplate. Very
Some
nice.
pretty good rolls.
Very nice.
Need.
I greeted everything. Very cool. Well done, everybody. We did it. We defeated him.
Kill screenshot.
Oh yeah, we should definitely get a screenshot. Let's line up. Let's line up and get a screenshot next to the body.
Roll
next,
first.
right next to the mouth.
You were there.
Let me adjust my
Wait.
options.
Whoever gets the loot has to show it off.
I can't find Cat. Where's Cat? Or is it?
Buried under the body somewhere.
There we go.
Everyone /flex.
Oh yeah, /flex.
I gotcha.
Yeah, very nice. Well done. Very cool. Great job, Chong. That was a very fun fight. Really great job with that dragon, and Jeremy and Ben and everybody else who brought to life the Citadel of Steelbloom. It looks beautiful, and this was a really fun raid fight.
It does. It
As
looks
you guys
wonderful.
saw, we have our live testers
Looks
helping us
great.
out. I want to give a big shout out to the PI team and all of our pre-Alpha 2 testers, the Alpha 1 testers who are being invited. We've sent out about 6,000 invites so far to our Alpha 1 users. We're going to be sending out more in the coming couple of weeks. So if you guys were part of Alpha 1, make sure you're keeping an eye out for that. Big props to our network teams, to our DevOps teams, to our ICS teams as this testing continues towards Alpha 2. We have announced that Alpha 2 is going to be starting in October. For those of you who have Alpha 2 access, keep up to date with our announcements. And everybody who's part of this today, thank you very much for showing up. And those of you out there in the community, we do this so that we can get your feedback. We can get your thoughts on what you saw today, both from the raid mechanics perspective, what you expect out of a world boss, how you want to see different types of abilities and mechanics within the world boss, the setting, and also points of interest like the Citadel of Steelbloom, the lore, the story, the events that live behind that. Your guys' feedback definitely means the world to us. This is why we do these demonstrations, why we have a transparent development process, so that we make sure we're going in the direction that is answering the call of our community for the next great MMO that's going to be Ashes of Creation. Thank you all for joining us today, and we will see you guys back on stream.
Hello, we have returned. We will keep the video playing in the background as we chat, as per usual, so you can have something visual to look at. But it seems like most of you all really enjoyed that. And just so everyone here is aware publicly, we did lift the verbal NDA for those who were joining us from the Phoenix Initiative.
That's right.
So they are allowed to talk about their experience from the Firebrand raid if they would like to. But we do have some questions that you guys had asked. A few of them are questions that we've answered before, but we'll answer again because it seems like we have got a lot of new folks who have popped in. But for some new ones, the first one is it intentional that in Target of Target, the dragon health ticks down in the opposite direction of regular health bars?
No, that's probably a bug. Of
Yeah.
course, so still Alpha 2. So, working towards Alpha 2, there's going to be some bugs. But yeah, UI is going to be one of the systems that is very much still a work in progress.
Yeah, and we definitely have some issues with health bars that we're trying to resolve. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that we're working towards on that front. And if you have been paying attention, you may have seen some of the class changes that we've done with some of the ways that we've been changing UI and things like that, if you're really paying close attention. The next question here is, please elaborate on battle res. Can you res in combat? Is it mana intensive? Is there a big cooldown? Because
Yeah.
Steven, you were resing people left and right, and they were like,
I was
"Is this
resing people
unlimited?"
left and absolutely yes. So obviously from a balance perspective, Alpha 2 is very much intended to provide us balance feedback, right? We're not quite at that stage yet. However, the intention behind battle resing, right? What is a battle res? A battle res is essentially, a long cast ability, long channeled ability that incurs a lot of risk for the healer. But also, when you return a player to the battlefield, they're coming back with very limited health and very limited mana. It's a high mana cost action for the healer as well. And then they have to follow that up by healing the target in addition. And they're not being pulled from the location they died at. They're rezzing on the spot. So positioning really matters. The timing of when they get resurrected really matters. If you're in the middle of a very intense fight, it's unlikely you're going to have the ability to kind of spend that time to res that player. But we do want that to be an option because it adds an element of strategy to the gameplay.
All right. And then to move on to some questions that we have answered before a little bit here. But will World Boss health scale for the amount of players that are fighting it?
The health will not scale. However, something that we did touch on during the showcase here with this particular raid boss and with other AI systems that we have is that, and we've talked about in the past, as you add more players to an open world encounter, there are going to be certain behaviors and or actions that might now be higher in frequency as a result of those additional players coming in. And some of those systems might be different AoE abilities or behaviors that the AI has available to it. Now, not all of those systems are online and fully functional as we intend them to be, but they are to some degree. And with the Dragon Breath that you saw here, it tries to target the largest concentration or density of players within the direction that Chong authored. So that is something that we are building into the encounter design.
All right. The next one is, since bosses like these are open world, how will we address people that bring way more players than the boss is intended for?
Yeah, I mean, to a degree, the last question kind of answers that, right? This is going to be adaptive AI behaviors that are going to have a higher level of frequency. That's going to make it very difficult to kind of zerg down certain content. That is the intent behind that system, is to kind of be an anti-zerg mechanism. In certain encounters where we want to keep the numbers at a very specific value, we will utilize instancing. We've talked in the past about 80% of the world content being open world and about 20% of it being instancing. That value still seems like it's going to be true. However, instanced content is something that we're not going to get into probably until phase 3 of Alpha 2.
Okay. And then the last one here is the boss dropping full items placeholder? They would expect recipes and mats and things like that instead of just like, here's an item that you get
For
that's
sure.
best.
Yeah, the reward tables are very much in a functional state right now, so I wouldn't look at these reward tables and say, oh, this is long-term intended. This is for A2 purposes. However, it is going to be a combination of both. You're going to have full loot drops that are going to occur with world bosses. That is an expectation that should be kept. But in addition, you will have recipes, you will have material components, unique material components that are used to create those items as well. And you'll also have the ability to deconstruct those items to recoup some of those more unique materials to potentially create more also.
All right. Thank you, Vacner and Roshan, for popping those questions in the channel. I know that we have an office, or not an office hours, a live stream party that people are joining in on Discord, hanging out, as well as all of the chats on Discord and Twitch and YouTube. So thank you all for joining us and watching in all the places. We do have a feedback thread up if you are interested in giving us feedback on the Citadel of the Steelbloom or the Firebrand preview that you just saw. We would love to hear that. Stephen talked a little bit earlier on like what kind of feedback he's looking for, but I don't know if you want to touch on that again, Stephen, before we head on to the next segment.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, your guys' feedback. I was watching the chat while we were showing this. I thought a lot of that feedback is great, is very actionable. Feel free to jump on the forums and on Discord or on the YouTube video as it's up, and leave kind of your thoughts around the encounter design for the dragon, the event design, and just combat in general.
All right. Next up, let's chat a little bit about studio, how the studio is going, what things we got going on, how we're moving towards Alpha 2. I think like that's going to be the big thing that people are curious about if you want to touch base on that.
Yeah, we are definitely in the thick of it. That's for sure. The team has been working very, very hard. We had a lot of testers over the course of the last 5 or 6 days or so. And you know, we are, I think, answering the call that is necessary during this testing time. A lot of reactive measures taking place, a lot of changes to some of our processes to be more forward looking and less reactive in those situations as well. The team is doing a phenomenal job, and the testers are giving us very good feedback and a lot of bugs that we're engaging with on Discord. I know that there is also a lot of write-ups and reports that are being done on the forums with regards to the test from this experience. So, you know, this just goes to serve, you know, the purpose behind why it's important, at least from our philosophy, to engage with not just our internal and external QA teams, but our actual players as part of, you know, the ramp up towards Alpha 2.
Yeah, we're not only just doing that, we're doing focus groups that we're going to be posting more about for those NDA groups. But yeah, we're definitely doing our best to gather as much feedback, make a lot of adjustments. Even throughout those tests, we're making hot fixes here and there. So we're definitely trying to wrap that up and also get our live operations in a place that makes sense for as we expand towards Alpha 2. So it is a lot of amazing things. And also we have a lot of roles that we are trying to fill. So if you know somebody, head on over to intrepidstudios.com/careers and send them our way. We have a lot of positions that have been a little bit more harder to fill, like the anti-cheat role and some of the other ones, especially those engineer ones. They're very specific, and so sometimes it can be hard to find people who are like very specific for those roles. So we'd love some help amplifying that if you can, and we try our best to post those in all the spaces as well. There's been a lot of layoffs, and we just want to make sure that we can maybe scoop some of those folks up and give them a new home here with the Intrepid family. And I think that's the most of the gist on that front, unless you have anything else you want to add.
No.
The teams are kicking butt. We want to give them a lot of love, and I think that they deserve the Labor Day weekend. So,
oh yes, that's right. We do have Labor Day coming up.
All right, let's just move on over to the Q&A. Again, I will play the video so you have something cool to watch whilst we are answering questions. We've gathered these from the forums. The first question is from Neurotoxin in regards to, actually, I have the wrong one linked here, I think. This is not the right one. Let me grab it. It's okay.
Yeah, and by the way, just to expand a little bit, we did have, you know, nearly 40 of our PI testers, our Phoenix Initiative testers in. Margaret and I chatted while the video was playing. We will release the verbal NDA on that experience. So, you know, anybody out there from a Phoenix Initiative who participated in this test, you want to talk about the experience and the raid, you are more than welcome to chat about that. And I know that we saw some content creators doing interviews about that last time we released the NDA on the playtest experience. I think it's a super cool thing to see, you know, not just obviously commentary from the development team about these experiences, but also from the players themselves, right? I think it's a super cool thing.
So our first question here is from Ruby, and they want to know about Alpha 2 weapons. The staff can be seen in game, but was missing from the A2 roadmap along with some other weapons. Could you tell us which Alpha 2 phase, if any, the staff and some of the other weapons are planned for testing?
Yeah, the other weapons and the staff are going to come online at some point throughout phase 3 of Alpha 2, right? So, phase 3 has a lot of kind of legacy feature development and content development that's still kind of outstanding. That's where you're going to see a lot of the bulk of that exist. There is some work done on the staff already and many of the other weapons, at least from an animation standpoint. A lot of the stuff that we're waiting on with these weapons has to do with the weapon skill trees, right? And making the identity, the space in which these weapons exist, unique for those weapons, so that they have not only the strategic element of customization options, but also feel the gameplay aspect, the fun of it, and that takes some time to author, right? Brian Ferguson does a phenomenal job with a lot of the weapon work, and it takes some time for us to get that development upstanding. And we're also looking forward to kind of iterating on the existing weapon work that's been done as part of phase 1 and phase 2 testing, so that we can come back and make sure that the direction for the future weapons we're authoring these weapon skill trees for align with the iteration and feedback we've collected during phase 1 and 2.
And on the animation front, we are not like other games because you can have pretty much anyone can use any weapon.
Right.
So it is a lot more animations for every single race that we have.
Right.
And so that is one of the reasons why people keep asking, like, why don't you have all the races? It is because
Right.
you've seen them, right? You keep seeing them in updates and stuff like that. And we do have
Correct.
them, but they're just not all there for you.
They're
And
not
we
fully
want,
functional.
yeah, we want to make
Yeah.
sure that they're in a state where like you're not going to get into weird situations.
And remember, like when you think about the 3 phases of development, from functional to testable to playable, right? Usually you would expect that players really only get their hands on things that are playable, right? That's when they're polished, that's when they're completely bug fixed. What we've done from a development standpoint with regards to testing is we're allowing players to come in at a testable phase. However, a lot of these weapons are still very functional. That means you have the meshes done, you have the art side of it done, you have the animations completed, but they're not timed exactly right based off of the design customization layers that are required, right? All of those different spokes and levers that can connect across because of that, the kind of full suite of comprehensive customization, how these weapons connect with archetype and skills and abilities and passives and different armor sets, like that creates the functional stage is very comprehensive before we can move into actually testing it. And so we got to get all that stuff down.
It's a lot of pieces, a lot of moving pieces, but of course we
Yeah, and
always
it's
try to share that with you guys. We try to let you have an understanding of why and how and where it's coming along.
and it's very different than what you would come to expect with like typical weapon development, because we have so many customized layers, right? Like typically you can keep the design path relatively rigid and straightforward, for less customized game options, and that's cool, but we're trying to do something a little bit different, so it's a bit more intensive.
Yeah, especially whenever we add the VFX changes and things like that come with
Right.
it. It gets a little nuts, but it also looks amazing, as you've probably seen with when we've shown off the wand, or I think it was wand and some of the other pieces. So, the next question here is from Garen, and they want to know about gathering and bosses. Would bosses like Firebrand provide exclusive mats to players with certain gathering professions, such as hunting?
There likely wouldn't be exclusive mats. And
I would think
I'm not
Dragon
sure
Meat.
that there is currently a plan for world boss design to interact with the hunting profession. But I will double check on that one. I believe it's just delegated to specific hunted prey, which even is going to be divorced from the standard, NPC mob population.
It'll
I
be a
think for the purposes of
select group.
I think for the
Yeah.
purposes of A2, we are going to dual purpose some NPC monster populations to serve as placeholder